So anyways, we went in and recorded this. And
The original hit by the original artist, yours for $3.25, plus postage and handling. The Cliff Classic album in stereo.
Big Dancing Show this Saturday night.
It was something like none of us had ever experienced or seen or heard. It was so cool.
That was like your basic turning point. When we saw that, we said, yeah, that's what we want to do.
You know, it's a moment in your life that lasts about 3 minutes.
We never knew what we were part of. We were just having fun.
And then 40 years later, people are writing about it.
It was a fun scene back then.
Every young guy in the world wanted to play guitar.
A lot of people, a lot of screaming people.
It certainly changed my life. I mean, I'm still doing it.
In the 1960s, all across America, there were teen scenes.
For me, the teen scenes, whether in any town, big or small, is where it all begins.
It's happening all over the country, and the thing that made Fort Worth different was the way that they would bring their own personalities to it, whatever it meant to be from Fort Worth and grow up in Fort Worth.
Ray Beard and Dennis Beard put together a club called Tina Go-Go and provided a place for us to play.
Up until that time, it was bars and things like that, and they were primarily for adults. They served alcohol, and there really wasn't any place for teenagers to go. And so it really was breaking ground. No one had done that before.
Tina Go-Go was the top go-go place in Fort Worth during the 60s. It was teenagers just out dancing to live music and having fun and going out to hear their favorite bands. And each Friday or whatever nights that these happened, the places were packed.
We started out on the floor, and then all of a sudden they started building the ramps and the staging and everything.
There was, some nights it'd be 1,500 kids there.
If you were booked at a go-go, you were a star.
We were local celebrities, probably as much as anybody else.
There was no place like that I'm aware of. And people, you know, anybody that would come visit me and we would go like on a Friday or Saturday night to one of those things, they'd be like, holy cow, these bands are good.
I'm from Fort Worth, and I'm a fan of garage music, and I didn't know that there were so many bands from Fort Worth, especially teen bands, so I was amazed.
I was surprised to learn that some of our songs had been covered by groups across the country and even across the ocean.
My brother called me several months ago and he said, you should get on eBay, and because they're selling our record, Let's Dance, and somebody from outside of, was it Germany? Yeah. Paid like $325 for the thing, and we remember throwing them in the lake.
It's exciting, like how many great bands came out of Fort Worth.
The music that came out of Fort Worth couldn't have happened anywhere else.
Fort Worth is not one of the top 10 major cities in America, so people think Fort Worth teen scene, that's a little odd. You know, no, it's not. Listen, it's really, really good records, and they'll always sound good.
You treat me just like a wussy. Luxuries have gone to your head.